How many of you out there have read a golf tip or been given a golf tip or seen a video and then were so excited to go out and try it and you went out to the range and you tried it and it felt really different and maybe produced different results for a little bit, but then shortly thereafter, the next day or the day after that, that feeling changes or it evolves or it goes away completely and then you're right back where you started. Feelings are not how you change your golf swing. If it feels different, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. In fact, one of my favorite things that I get told all the time when giving lessons is, well, the student comes up and he says, well, which swing do you want me to use? You know, I have 3 different swings. Now you may be thinking to yourself, yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds like me. And I say it doesn't matter because they're all going to look exactly the same. And oftentimes people get a little offended by that. No, you know, it looks completely different. The ball flies different, whatever. And I said, no, it feels completely different. I said, well, okay, go ahead and do all 3. I'll put them all 3 on video, and then we'll walk through it. And of course, the end result is within a tenth of a degree, which is imperceptible, they're identical. A movement pattern doesn't change like that. Think about writing your signature. That's a movement pattern. If you were to change the way that you wrote your signature or to teach somebody else how to write your signature, that's not going to happen because you feel something different. It has to look different in order to institute change in your golf swing. And that is what we're going to show you here. So I'm going to walk you through some examples to show you what you can expect using Rotary Swing Tour and going through this program, because if it feels different, I don't care. If it looks different, now we're on the right track. So I'm going to use a student here. Look at the shaft halfway back. It's practically vertical. He hasn't turned his shoulders at all. All he's done to take the club back is just pick his arms up. This is really, really common. Folds the right arm, the right wrist early, picks the club straight up. Club's darn near vertical. That's pretty stinking close to vertical there. This is no bueno. All this is from here on the way down is a huge bucket of compensations to try and get that bat back on the ball. So when we come down, he's still going to be really, really steep. This doesn't work because the swing plane is way off plane. Oop, that's not the right tool. We want this guy. Swing plane is way off. If he was hitting the ball right there, it'd probably work out okay. But he's got to do all kinds of goofy stuff coming down. And as he comes down, he has this horrible, horrible push and chicken wings. His arms are all jammed up. And look at this follow through. There isn't one. That's it. For him, the golf swing is done. That's all right side hit and push and all these things we're going to talk about here. But in just a few moments, giving him one specific drill and then making him see what he's doing. We never, ever practice without a mirror or a video camera with Rotary Swing. Watch the difference in his swing plane going back. So I gave him one drill. We're going to go over these drills later. The exact drill I gave him is not important, but look at the difference in the shaft plane. This guy over here, going to be a 25 handicapper for the rest of his life. This guy on the right got a shot at playing scratch golf. So now as he comes down, watch how the club automatically shallows out. It's right on plane. Now watch the difference in the release. No more jammed up motion, etc. So that looks different. And we keep going through these drills. We progress through. We start stacking more pieces on. And we start seeing huge, huge results. And this is the difference with Rotary Swing and everything else. We're not going to give you some tip and say, go out to the range and feel this. That's useless. This guy's been playing golf for 50 years and has been told every different thing to feel. Yet in just a few moments, we were able to change what his swing actually does and change what it looks like because the camera never lies. All right, we've got another example, a little bit lower handicap golfer here on the left. So this relates to different golfers out there. This may be a little bit more explicit to you because this is a pretty typical problem where golfers start to lose lag. And you can see right from the top, he's starting to extend the club out away from him. If you look at just look at the club head right now and how much the club head is moving and how much his body's moving. His lower body should be initiating the downswing, but instead he's using his arms and shoulders, right elbow's way out away from him because he's pushing the handle of the club, pushing the club out away from him in a futile effort to create speed. So he's losing lots of lag here, and you may be saying, gosh, if I had that much lag, I'd be really happy, but that's not going to cut it with Rotary Swing. And we got this big push and flip in here, a little bit of a baby chicken wing. And so all of this stuff, again, this golfers tried every feel in the world, and we're going to make it real by making a real change by doing the RST 5-step system drills in sequence. So watch what happens as we start going through. This would be step 3 and 4 in the RST 5-step system. Now let's look at the difference in the angles here. So we've got, we'll move the hands about the same spot. Now, which one do you think has more potential energy? The guy that's heaving his right shoulder at the ball, or the guy that's keeping his right shoulder back, like you see in every good player, and maintaining tons and tons of lag? Look at this angle compared to this angle over here. His hands are in basically the same position. In fact, we actually go a little bit further down. Look at how much lag he has. That's Sergio Garcia-esque. And this is all just from doing the RST 5-step stuff in sequence. Now look at the difference. He's going to have shaftly, and he's going to have a lot more powerful release and way more leverage halfway down because he's going through the drills in sequence and actually making a change, not just relying on feel. And you may be saying to yourself, well, that's all fine and good, but I'm a female golfer. I don't have that kind of strength to maintain that kind of lag and create these positions that you're showing. And I'm going to prove you that that's not true at all. So here's a female golfer on the left. Now, you can see here on the right, just real quick, she's casting the club and losing a bunch of lag here. No power left whatsoever. But as she comes down here on the left, after again going through the RST 5-step sequence, look at the angles that she's creating. The leverage, the potential energy that's available between that shaft and that form is enormous. And as she comes down, she's able to maintain it. She's not trying to hold this angle. In fact, I'm actually telling her to try and get rid of it because I've taught her how to create lag naturally as a byproduct of doing other things correctly. Now look at this. The positions that she's in now are as good as any tour player, and this lady's a high double-digit handicapper. She won't be much longer because she's learning using the RST 5-step stuff. We're creating real changes that look different. It's not just going to be you feel different and you see a shot that every now and then goes the way that you want. You're going to get every shot to go the way that you want as you walk through the RST 5-step.